My wife come home and says, I got a lawsuit today. I'm like, what? I said, who's suing you? Some woman suing you? Oh no, Gary Brecka. I said, what a beta bitch. I'm
Damn.
just saying, bro, like, do me, take me.
Mm-hmm.
Gary, come at me. Don't,
Yeah.
don't, don't, don't come at my wife.
All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Report. Today, I got a repeat guest. I think this is actually my third time on a podcast with my man. I got Grant Cardone. Grant, welcome back to the show for the third time. How we doing today?
Thank you, Rich. Good to be with you, man.
Yeah, man. So much to cover here. They're calling this the greatest transfer of wealth in American history. It was already going to go down, and then we got Trump taking over. We got the Republicans taking over the House, taking over the Senate. So much to cover here, and make sure you guys stick around to the end of the episode. I'm going to ask Grant his predictions for the real estate market over these next couple of years. But before we jump into that, first things first, Grant. I saw what happened to your home up in Carbon Beach, Malibu. It was literally the only home standing. The entire beach was leveled. We saw what happened with all the LA fires. What the heck happened? What was it like watching your house on fire?
Yeah, so dude, it was traumatic, right? Watching, I lived in California for 25 years. We left here 12 years ago. And I know all these places that have been traumatized by this. Not just this year, by the way. This has been going on for 50 years.
Mm,
And for you guys that don't know California, Santa Ana's come every year and the fires come every year. Unfortunately, the ignorance and incompetence has been accelerating in the state. And so when I saw this happening, I was literally at my house. I was on a Spaces and I was watching the Palisades. It hadn't got to Altadena yet, and the Palisades was on fire. I think three more fires started yesterday. One in Hughes Ranch right over here. And I was saying to this group of people that night, if the fire skips the PCH
mm.
and hits the beach, everything from Maestro's to Nobu is going to burn to the ground. Said all you got to do is have one of those light, and it's going to be like matchsticks in a box.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's all old timber, bro. It's been sitting there for some of it's 75 years old. I had a neighbor, they've lived there in that same house. Their family's been there almost 60 years. And when it caught, bro, it was like, it's like, imagine a piece of wood being outside every day in the sun for 50 years. What do you think it's going to do?
Yeah. And,
It's,
and for
it's fuel, dude. It's like kerosene.
And for anyone that doesn't live in California, this happens quite frequently. It's pretty crazy. I mean, I remember in San Diego, 2004 and 2008, shut down everything for an entire week. The whole city of San Diego completely shut down schools, businesses, everything. The wildfire thing is a real deal here, especially when you get the Santa Ana winds. It was crazy for me to hear what Joe Rogan said just like 6 months prior to the fires on his podcast. And he said he had been talking to a firefighter who basically called this whole thing. You get the winds out of the right angle, the dry bush, and everything's going to go up. And sure enough, 6 months later, this happened. What was that like? I saw Sabrina's Instagram, and it was crazy to see her walking through her old room that was just basically torched up. And then at the end of the video, she went out on the balcony and looked down the beach, and the whole entire beach was leveled. What was it like the first time you guys saw your home?
Well, it was standing, dude. So it was this bittersweet, almost some kind of PTSD survival thing. Like
Mm.
it's like, oh, why me? Why is my home? I'm telling you, 26 houses in a row are burnt to the ground, and then mine is saved.
How did yours be the only one?
Well,
Did you
a
like,
couple things. I mean, I don't know the exact answer, but let me just go back to when I first saw it. When I just first saw it, I'm like, oh my God, dude, like what's going to happen to Malibu? What's going to happen to all these people that have had homes here? What's going to happen to all the businesses? What's going to happen to the restaurant and the little clothing store? And like, this is going to be awful, dude. This is just 80 or 100 homes on the beach on PCH. Add to that the 14,000 homes in the Palisades. Altadena, I don't know, what is that, another 2,000 homes or something, 3,000, maybe 4,000 homes.
yeah.
And I'm like, the economic devastation here is going to be so enormous. It's not going to be 50 billion. It's not going to be 150 billion. It's going to be a $500 billion price tag
Mm,
because, and the second thing that happened to me when I saw my house was because this is incompetence. This did
mm,
not have to happen. This should never happen. This could have been prevented. Okay. This is no leadership, no priorities to stop this. It almost looks like these people have a desire for for this to be vacant land and to burn down.
mm.
And because I've been saying this for years, man. Again, I lived there 25 years. I have been saying for 25 years, we would go up and down Malibu once a year. It was our favorite place to vacation. I went there right after Undercover Billionaire. I've told my wife, I'll bet you 20 times. One day a fire is going to hit one of these old homes and it's going to freaking burn the entire coastline. So
But
why didn't
did
I
you ever
burn?
think the beach? I mean, on the beach, I would think you'd probably be safe. Did you
No,
ever
dude,
really think?
I always thought the beach would be there because of how old the timber is. Number one. Number
Mm,
two, how aged the product is. And number three, because all the electrical lines on the PCH.
yeah.
Why do we have above ground electrical lines that are fire? They're basically, they make fires.
Hmm.
Okay. When a wind hits electrical lines, that's why they do the blackouts that roll for those 3 or 4 months because they're trying to shut the city down from fire exposure. Then add to that the highest homeless concentration in America is in Cali.
Well, 100%, without a doubt.
Guess where most of the fires come from?
California.
Homeless camps. People
Mm,
making small fires to keep themselves warm. The other side, the guy smoking crack. The other side, a guy smoking a cigarette, throwing it down, doesn't understand, and bang, the whole thing lights up. I think like 55% of all the fires in California are associated with homeless camps. Add to that, look, bro, it's the easiest terrorism in the world.
mm.
And you
That's a
can't,
very good point.
arson is the lowest cost terrorism on planet Earth. You take a bottle of kerosene, you light it up, you throw it on the side of the road, and bang, let it go, and you just keep driving. And so when you've let 15 million, 20 million illegals into this country, you have to understand 20 million, um, less than 3 or 4% of those are a problem. But 4%, 2%, let's just take 2% of 20 million. That's 40,000 bad guys.
Yeah.
40,000 nasty, nasty people that don't love America, that want to see it burn to the ground, that want to impose suffering. And, you know, bro, when you look at the Palisades or Altadena or Malibu, it looks like a bomb went off there. And it looks like a terrorist attack.
And we're seeing a bunch of fires pop up just over the last week and a half down here in San Diego, right behind Fashion Valley Mall a couple days ago. There was one down in Chula Vista last night. And so do you think a lot of these pop-up fires are definitely arson?
I'm just saying, you know, you can get away with it because the amount of incompetence.
Hmm.
And what I mean is, Newsom's been there 8 years. Before that, he was there 8 years, 16 years. This guy's been in play for 14 years in play. He has never, ever had a real job.
Hmm.
Okay. Karen Bass, she has never had a private job.
Mm,
Okay. They put DEI over residents having their homes protected. They put the environment and all these environmental boogeymen, and oh, this is going to happen, and we got to quit burning fuel and fossil fuels, and we got to save the environment, dude. Whatever you saved in the last 30 years
went
was
to have.
erased in 3 days because of
Hmm.
these fires.
Yep.
Okay, residents are junior to the protection of rodents. They worry about field mice
And
here
fish.
and complete neglect and fish and complete neglect of property owners, business owners, taxpayers. The homeless have homes and the homeowners are homeless.
Mm.
Everything's backwards, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was just traveling regarding the homeless. I was just traveling out in Australia 2 weeks during the holidays and going up and down the coast of Australia. And the one thing I noticed was there was no homeless, no trash, no crime, and you don't even see a police there. I was there for 2 weeks. I didn't see any homeless, no trash, no crime. I didn't even see a police officer for 2 weeks. And so I got home and I looked it up. And I'm like, what does Australia spend on their police force versus the US? And it was literally 1% of the police budget that the US spends. And over here in the US, we got homeless everywhere, we got trash everywhere, crime out the everywhere. So if you're Newsom, and I want to ask you this after, but if you're Newsom right now, heck with that. If you're the governor of California, Grant, um, what would you do to change this whole situation out here?
Well, I would use this opportunity, number one, to show the world that California can rebuild itself in under 12 months.
Mm,
If Newsom can't do that, he's done. So, and by the way, whoever steps in needs to fix, number one, rebuild the entire city in 12 months. I dare you to take that on. It can be accomplished. I can show you places on the planet that do it today. They do it in 7 months, by the way, not 12 months. 45-day cleanup. Just map it out, bro. Like, this is what business people do. Okay. They take big, giant monster targets and they compress time around it. They bring the best of the best together. They sell an idea. They market the idea to the people. And then they say, F and go and get it done and come up under time, not overtime. Okay. And so what they would do is this: hey, 45 days to clean the place up. Okay. They're already 1 week into this. So now you're at 38 days. Like, if I was in charge tomorrow, we're cleaning up in 38 days. All the debris will be in a landfill in 38 days. I don't care what it costs. You guys want to make a bunch of money off of it? Let's go. We're going to make money. Let it rain. Number two, okay, have kiosk approvals for the rebuild. No human
mm.
beings involved. Use AI, kiosk, kiosk machines.
What do you mean when you say that?
I can go to the kiosk, not to a person,
Okay.
and I can say, here's my address. I have proof my foundation has not been damaged. I want to rebuild. I have 10,000 square feet. I want to go to 11. And tell me the requirements. I need concrete block. I need double pane glass. I need some kind of fireproof roof. And I need to be self-irrigated, meaning any fire, I can flip a switch and bang, I'm spraying water in my perimeter. Whatever acreage I own, that entire thing must be irrigated like a golf course. You see any of these golf courses catching on fire?
Yeah. No, none of them.
They
They got
don't,
water
bro.
everywhere.
They don't. So
Water everywhere.
we know it can be done. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm at Pelican Hill right now. Everything's green, including the brush. There is no dead brush or fuel available for a fire. It's cleaned up and then it's always irrigated, so it's moist. Trees and vegetation hold water. They're basically full of water unless they're not watered, and then it's desert brush and it becomes a fuel. So number one, 45-day cleanup. You like this plan? In 12 months, we're rebuilt. If my foundation wasn't damaged, I can do it faster. As long as you tell me I need these 5 things, I punch it into the machine and we go build a new house. The reason that's so important, Rich, is because the speed at which we can recover determines how fast the city, the county, and the state can be successful. Okay, success has to happen fast. It cannot happen over long periods of time, because if there's no compression, there's no story.
Yeah.
If it takes 7 years to rebuild, imagine we take 12 months or 7 years. They're going to rebuild it in 7 years, but you're going to lose the story. You're going to lose the momentum. You're going to lose a lot of businesses. You're going to lose a lot of families, and you're going to lose the shine, the dream of the California dream. You're going to lose it, bro. It's going to be 7 years of damage and bad pictures and bad videos and nightmares. Okay. You gotta fix this fast, bro. As fast as you
Yeah.
can get to the hospital and get a fix, get it done. And they need to treat Altadena, the Palisades, and Malibu like it's you're in
Chinese fire drill.
emergency care, bro. It's
Yeah.
emergency care. Solve this problem quick. They have the money. The federal government will help. Donald Trump would love this idea, by the way.
Mm.
He doesn't want to hear about the water bullshit excuses. He wants to hear Newsom say, I got a plan, but Newsom doesn't have a plan, because Newsom's never run anything well. Everything he touches, he's ruined. Okay. Taxes went up,
Mm-hmm.
crime went up,
Mm-hmm.
housing went up,
Homeless went up.
homeless went up. But bro, this guy's got more ups. Everything he's touched, he's failed at. And the same is true for Karen Ross. And your boy, you probably like your boy Rick Caruso. Rick has just been a suit,
Mm-hmm.
manicured, got his cufflinks, always looks good. He was a Republican, but tried to run as a Democrat because he thought it'd make it easier for him to win. It didn't. He got killed because even the California people didn't buy his bullshit. So
Yeah.
what they need here, bro, this is a state of pioneers. Remember where this state came from, the 1800s. Gold
Gold rush.
gold rush, bro. This is guys with shovels, bro, and like digging and risking and dying and suffering, right? To come over here and build this
Mm-hmm.
state. That's what California really is. It's not Hollywood
Mm-mm. No,
and
it's not.
gays and trans and weirdness.
A lot of bureaucracy, a lot of red tape. It creates a barrier to entry, but also it makes it very, very challenging to get things done. It makes it challenging to build real estate here, develop things. But I want to talk a little bit about the funding. So we talk about all these fires, and before the fires, Grant, you know this better than I do. I mean, the insurance cost for all real estate across the entire country has been an issue over the last couple of years. It's killed a lot of deals. Personally, we had one of our hotels flooded out here in downtown San Diego last year. Insurance didn't cover a dime. And so, to me, when I look at what's going on with insurance costs right now, they're only further going to go up because of all the fires. Um, what's the solution here with all these insurance companies and obviously the government's going to continue to bail them out and print more money, but what's the solution here with insurance?
Well, let's just step back a second because you don't need insurance if you're not going to rebuild. So are you going to
Yeah,
rebuild or not? You're
that
going to
is true.
rebuild or not? Okay, let's talk about the cost of the rebuild. If you're going to rebuild, do you think it's going to cost less for us to do it in 12 months or if we do it in 7 years? Bro,
I
if
would
it
say it's
takes
going to
seven
cost,
years, it'll be 7 times, 10x more expensive.
yeah, the opportunity cost.
Opportunity cost, but also inflation.
Hmm.
Okay. And you lost the momentum and then you're going to have more people leave the state. Look, if you lost 14,000 homes, if 3,000 more families leave and don't come back, you got a problem.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, if their agenda is to build these 15-minute cities and BlackRock's going to come in and buy all the Palisades and they're going to build a micro city, which could be the agenda. Maybe that's the agenda. It looks like the Carolinas is being purchased right now. Maui's been purchased. Those people have still been left out, in the wind to hang. So is insurance a problem? It isn't for an institution. I can
Hmm.
just tell you, as somebody that owns 15,000 apartments, my insurance is cheaper than if you own one unit. I
Yeah.
have better coverage. I have more coverage than somebody that my neighbor in Malibu owns one home. I pay $15 million a year in insurance premiums. My neighbor was paying, I don't know what they pay. Well, I don't know what $3 million worth of insurance is. That's all you can get on a home, no matter what it's worth. It could be worth 30 million and you still only have $3 million. So that's a major problem. And the federal government probably is going to have to step in and provide some funding to California to provide some kind of federal insurance to protect homes there. But if you would build the right shit, bro, it won't burn down.
Mm.
Okay, why is my house still standing? Because there's 26 inches of concrete block underneath my house. It's made of concrete pilings. I'll give you the clip. I'll send you some pictures so you can insert them. It's
Yeah.
it's a
Annie already sent it over. We saw the B-roll she sent over in the clips. I mean, it's insane.
I had 50 foot of flames underneath my house and it didn't burn. Why? It's 26 inches of concrete, bro.
Mm.
If you walk in my house in Malibu and you can walk across the first floor or the second floor, nothing moves. It's 60-foot pylons, 26 inches wide, all concrete, straight into granite. Okay, it don't move, bro, ever. Now, when a fire comes and it engulfs the bottom part of the house that's made of concrete, and which is what happened, the wind was hitting the house to the adjacent to me,
Mhm.
and that 50 foot of flame was sweeping underneath the house. Had that been timber, I wouldn't have a house.
Mm.
The rest of the home should also be constructed like that.
but they were not.
There should be no ember entries into the house. Okay. Like my house is cedar shake on the exterior. It should not be cedar shake anymore. It should be a fire resistant material, a slate. Like there's so many solutions today, bro. We have the technology.
Yeah. No, for sure. I get that. Now, let me ask you this. How are the insurance companies? Because I would argue a lot of these insurance companies, they simply don't have the funds to rebuild all this real estate.
Yeah,
And so I agree. I think,
wait a minute, bro. Okay. Allstate and State Farm, they bailed.
hmm
They have the funds. They just don't want to pay. When they think there's a chance they lose, they just pull. They've been collecting fucking premiums for 50 years, 100 years. New York Life,
yeah.
MetLife. They've been selling insurance that nobody tapped into for 100 years. Insurance companies are some of the richest institutions in the world. They just don't make bets where it's a bad bet.
Yeah.
Where the insurance companies pull, Rich, is where there's incompetence in the leadership or there's no leadership.
Mm.
That's the problem, bro. Why do you think I pulled out of California and quit investing there? You
Because of
asked me on
bureaucracy.
three other interviews or
I
two other
did.
interviews, why don't I invest there? I said, it's the greatest real estate in the country. It's the greatest weather in the country. It's the great barriers to entry. It's
Yeah.
impossible to build here. I ain't putting my money here.
But then you bought there with the
I
Malibu
did.
house.
I bought a house that didn't burn.
Yeah. So, okay, so I'll give you an example. We had one of our hotels here in San Diego. San Diego had record rainfall in January of last year, the most rainfall San Diego's seen in 45 years. Our insurance company, we pay a $62,000 premium. We had about a $600,000 loss. They did not cover a fucking dime. They pulled out, did not cover a dime. Now, guess what? We did get some funding from the state of California. And so I think with this scenario, obviously the state's going to have to jump in, which means big picture from a macro perspective, more money is going to be printed. I think we'll continue to see inflation big picture. What are your thoughts in terms of the money being printed to cover a lot of this stuff in insurance big picture?
Oh, look, the solution is to go to a zero tax, fair tax.
Because for me, I'm like, why do we continue to pay a $62,000 premium for this property, a $45,000 premium here? You just mentioned you're paying how much in insurance premiums here?
I pay $1.5 million a month.
So you pay $1.5 million a month in insurance premiums. But what are you paying for? Right?
Fire,
Because
fire,
if you have
fire,
a big,
fire,
but if you
fire.
have a big loss, they're not going to cover anything.
Oh yeah, they're going to cover me, bro. My whole house is covered.
I don't know, man.
I might have a total loss at my house, by the way. With
Mm,
soot damage, smoke damage. If I can't get it out, I'm probably going to have to take it down to 2x4s. And the question is, how long is that going to take? The city of Malibu should just like give me a stamp, do whatever you want.
yeah.
As long as it's concrete, glass, and steel, no exposure. You cannot, not one ember can enter the house. Okay. And as long as I have that, they should just give me a stamp, do whatever you want. But they
Yeah,
won't,
I
bro,
agree.
because the Coastal Commission and the
Sure.
environmentalists and the mafia, also known as the political Sacramento, are all in cahoots, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, what should they do? We should have nationwide, we should have a zero fair tax in this country, zero income taxes. We should pay taxes on our consumption only. And they're going to print money when they need to. We shouldn't print money and have taxes. Okay. Taxes, what are the taxes for? If they can print money, bro, the government doesn't need our dough. You'd have $2 trillion that would flood back into the US economy every year because Americans, you and I would have more money. Everybody would have more money, by the way. And all products and services, new products and services would be taxed. So if you bought something for $100, $23 would go to the federal government. It will be collected by the state. The state would keep 1 or 2% of it, and then everybody would have more money to spend on their goods and services. And each local community, if Malibu spends their money right, guess what? Malibu's going to do well. If Altadena doesn't spend their money right, nobody's going to want to go there. If the
Mhm.
Palisades don't rebuild right away, guess what? The housing prices are going to go down. It's going to be a freaking graveyard there. It's going to be awful and terrible. Whole Foods will leave. Starbucks will leave. The grocery store is going to leave. It's going to be over.
Yeah.
So which one you want
Absolutely.
to do?
I agree, man. So I want to switch gears here, man. Talk a little bit about 10X Health. I'm a big fan of 10X Health. I've been taking the some of the supplements that you guys have. The gene break test is amazing. My girlfriend and I both have it. But I read that you let go of Gary Brecka back in November of last year.
Yeah,
And you got
we
100 million.
terminated.
You got
We
100 million
terminated.
lawsuit going on. What the hell happened there, man?
We
I thought you guys were
terminated.
boys.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I've been friendly to Gary for a long time and tried to help him all the way back in 2019. Um, but some people can't be helped. So the company gave him numerous warnings
Mm,
over and over, number of things that'll come out. And then we had to terminate him. We didn't want to. I don't want to get rid of people, much less a partner. Um, but if you're going to violate your agreements, your employee agreement, your partnerships agreements, if you're going to go do side hustles, sooner or later, everybody's going to be like, enough is enough. Kind of what
mm.
California needs to do. Enough is enough, bro. Like,
Yeah.
enough is enough. At some point, everybody gets fed up. And, that's about all I have to say about it. It'll all come out in the wash here in a little bit.
Yeah, no, I hear you. But you had control and partnership with that, so you basically had final say.
We have complete say. There is no final say.
Yeah, I like that.
We have total. He gave up. He sold the company to us. We bought the company from him.
Oh, and then he just stayed on as a
We gave
minority.
him money,
Yeah.
and he sold the company, and we blew the company up. We took it from, I don't know what he was doing when he came on. They were barely making any money. I mean, he was
Mm.
he was struggling. He admits that he was almost bankrupt, if not bankrupt. And he
Did
made
did you?
he made a ton of money,
Yeah.
and
Did,
but
did you guys bring on?
he couldn't get enough of the money that he was making, so he went and took money from other people too. Like, I don't have
Mm,
any partners that do that. I've
yeah.
never had that experience where you and I are partners, and in a business, and you're hustling side deals over here at night. I've just never had a partner do that. I've had employees do it,
Mm, but not
but
partners.
not even many employees have done that.
Is Dana White a partner on 10X Health?
No,
He's not.
he's never been a partner.
I see him like promoting it sometimes. He's just kind of like an affiliate partner.
No, he's not an affiliate partner. He's no kind of partner.
Okay.
He
Okay.
has
He's
no
he's
partnership.
just he's just a true fan.
He's been very friendly to me. Dana's been phenomenal. We're both clearly Trump supporters. I had Dana on my stage 3 times before Dana
Hmm.
even knew Gary. And Gary, we sent Gary. Dana was sick. We sent Gary over to Vegas. Gary befriended Dana and helped him with some stuff he was going through, and they became very friendly. Dana's, a big advocate of 10X Health System, and very he loves Gary Brecka, and but it doesn't have anything to do with a
Yeah,
partnership.
I gotcha. Yeah, I like Dana. Okay,
Dana's,
so
Dana's a fantastic guy. He's a true patriot, great businessman. He's my kind of guy because he's transparent. He's authentic. He's going to say it the way it is. And the thing about Dana that I really like appreciate so much is his deal with the UFC and the
mm,
Fertitta brothers. Like, he did a deal with them. He never renegotiated that deal. He never had some other side intention of hustle.
hmm
He worked his deal, worked his pay plan, and made the most of it. Made the Fertittas a bunch of money, himself a bunch of money, and made a great product out of the UFC. He didn't cause any problems, no drama, no crisis, no bullshit. Didn't act like a little baby.
yeah,
But some people don't know how good they got it.
that's
They
true.
don't know how good they got it until don't got it anymore.
I feel you. Okay, so check it out. You
And then,
came
hey,
on.
and then the next thing I know, I got a guy suing my wife.
Yeah, so what
I got
I
to tell
saw
you, bro,
that.
I've been involved in a lot of shit, but I've never I
Why is
like
he
Al.
suing your wife?
I
Why is he
like
suing
alphas
Elena
around.
and not you?
Yeah, he sued Elena. My wife come home and said, I got a lawsuit today. I'm like, what? I said, who's suing you? Some woman suing you? Oh no, Gary Brecka. I said, what a beta bitch. I'm
Damn,
just
man.
saying, bro, like, do me, take me.
Mm-hmm.
Gary, come at me. Don't
Yeah,
don't don't don't, don't come at my wife
100.
for for
Okay.
for because my wife commented on a Diddy video that you were in.
Mm,
She wasn't in a Diddy video. I wasn't in the Diddy video. Gary, you were in the Diddy video. She didn't say anything about you, by the way. And just come handle it with me, Gary.
mm.
Not my wife.
What was going on in this Diddy
Mitch,
video?
if you ever sue the family, bro, make sure you just add me to the complaint. Don't just sue my wife. All right.
Yeah. What was Gary doing in this Diddy video?
I know you can go look it up online.
Oh well. Oh well. I'll
I
have
don't know
to.
what they're doing.
All right, so check it out, man. In
And
2020,
hey, in all fairness, I've been invited to Diddy parties. I didn't go to them.
that's probably a good thing.
It
So
was
check
like
it out.
I don't need that. I don't want any of that. But some people just got to have celebrity, bro. They want to be around the celebrities.
Mm, I feel you. I feel you. All right, so check it out. 2020, you had 7,000 apartment units, 1.2 billion of real estate. That was the first time we had a conversation. You came into our office podcast studio here in 2023, May of 23. You had 4.2 billion of real estate. You had just acquired a bunch of self-storage. You had picked up some small businesses. You had put together 10x Health. Where are you at today? I noticed on CoStar, I had to look it up to see how active Cardone Capital's been. It looks like you guys acquired $150 million of multifamily in Q2 of last year. You haven't bought anything since. Um,
No.
you have
You
not?
don't trust it.
Okay.
Don't
Don't trust
trust the
CoStar?
CoStar report.
Okay.
We bought 600 million last year.
Okay.
600 plus I added 88, so 688, whatever that is. And we paid cash for all of it, no debt,
Why all cash?
because the debt market's so unfriendly.
Yeah. I know that the money's not cheap right now, but it still made sense for you to pay all cash
Yeah,
and not get a little bit of leverage.
yeah.
Okay.
I'll get it later. I'll just wait
Mm, okay.
and get a great loan later.
I saw it was on CoStar. Tell me if you still own it. It's a deal here in San Diego, Bankers Hill, like 96 units.
No,
Is that no? Yeah, it's weird. CoStar says Cardone Capital, Bankers Hill, 96
I don't
unit.
think I ever owned that, by the way.
Really?
I don't think
That's
so.
funny. Yeah, I know there's some inaccuracies sometimes. So,
Yeah.
as you look out to this year, man, are you guys been playing some offense with Cardone Capital, acquiring some assets? If so, what are you guys looking to acquire? Self-storage, more multifamily? What's your guys' game plan for this year?
Look, I mean, you know what I'm doing with Bitcoin, right?
A little bit. I've heard a little bit of it.
So what we're doing is we bought a deal in Melbourne right outside of SpaceX where Elon launches rockets, 20
Mm,
minutes. And we bought the real estate. It was $88 million of real estate was the expectation. We paid 72, but it's 16 million below replacement costs.
mm,
Rather than closing the deal at 72, I added $15 million worth of Bitcoin to bring it back to 88. So the real estate and the Bitcoin paid for in cash. I wrote the check for both. And then every month, rather than distributing cash to our investors, we distribute Bitcoin.
mm.
No, I'm sorry, we distribute the cash and buy Bitcoin and add it to the original 15.
Say that again. So you distribute cash to the investor.
We make a distribution, but rather than distributing cash to the account, to the individual, let's say you're an investor,
Yeah,
buy Bitcoin and we hold it on our leisure.
got it. And it just compounds for the investor in Bitcoin.
So we have real estate and Bitcoin combined. Here, I'll show you something.
Mm.
If I can, let me see if I have this here.
That's unique, man.
Never been done before, bro. And I'm telling you, I may never do real estate any other way again.
Really?
I'm gonna do 12 of these between now and June, 10 or 12. If I can get to 12, I will. I don't know if I can pull it off, but um, I'm gonna take something that would normally do 10 or 12% a year to 30 and 40% a year. The returns are phenomenal. Yeah, there it is. Let me see if I can find this. Open up.
That's unique, man. So what's the play with the real estate side of this project down there in Melbourne?
Say that again.
What's the play with the real estate side of this project down in Melbourne? What are you going to
Oh,
do
well,
with it?
we're below replacement costs. We're 85% occupied and 5% cash flow for year one without us getting to 95. And we know we get to 95.
Mm.
So let me see. Yeah, here you go. Look at this. I don't know if you can see this.
Yeah, I can see it.
But here's my real estate at the bottom, the blue line. We think we're at 82 million in 12 months with our NOI.
Mm,
Okay, because it wasn't a stabilized product.
yeah, it was
93
underperforming.
year two, year three, 98. Let's say I get to 98 in year three. Okay, and I sell it. I make 10 million. I'm sorry, I make what do I make here? 72. We make 26 million on the real estate, and we will own $198 million, $90 million worth of Bitcoin.
Mm. Now,
I mean,
what happens if the
26
Bitcoin
million.
crashes though?
Hey, listen, well, let's say it crashes right here. Let's say it goes from
Yeah.
in year three, it goes to zero. It won't. It's had 15 years to go to zero. Okay.
Hmm.
If it goes to a penny, bro, I'll buy 21 million pieces.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's not, and I think the important thing to remember here is it's not all in Bitcoin. You
I
got
didn't buy
80%
it.
of
I
it.
didn't buy the Bitcoin, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't buy
So
the Bitcoin. The real estate bought the Bitcoin. I still have my real estate.
yeah. So the
Now,
asset's still going to be performing, going up in value, appreciating, just like any other multifamily asset would. This is just cherry on top is the Bitcoin, is
this is
basically what you're
this
saying.
is the this is a lottery ticket.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. If Bitcoin goes to 1
If
million, which Fidelity thinks it will, Kathy Wood thinks it will, Michael Saylor thinks it does, that's 5 years. I just turned an
10x it.
$80 million asset into $328 million.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're talking about 273% return in 5 years. You're talking about like 30% a year, 30% a year. So it's enormous. I'm sorry, 50% a year. If
Yeah.
it goes to 13 million, which Mike Saylor thinks it will, um, it's $1 billion score off of one deal.
With this asset, you just paid cash and obviously there's some Bitcoin. Will you pull out some debt, and
100%.
then will you use the proceeds of that refi to go buy more Bitcoin?
Well, no, I would buy more real estate to buy Bitcoin.
Okay, I like that.
And why would I buy Bitcoin if I can get my real estate to buy the Bitcoin?
Mm.
See,
So
when you buy here's the problem with buying Bitcoin. When you buy Bitcoin, the only way to make money on it is to sell it.
yeah.
So then you got to go buy some more. And so you're in and out of the market over and over and over again. I've been studying Bitcoin for probably 6 years, 7 years now. And the people that are trying to make money on it, most people don't even sell it. They just hold it. So they really hadn't made any money. Then the second group of people sell it and make their money, and then they got to go buy it again. So they're kind of like yo-yos, right? Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. That's a job. And you're paying
Mm.
taxes the whole time. The third group of people are the degenerates. I talked about one of them earlier.
Yeah.
Um, that they buy Bitcoin, they'll take margin on it, they'll borrow against it over short periods of time. And if the margin, if it drops, they have to sell and get rid of their Bitcoin. Okay. There's a fourth group, the group I'm creating. We buy real estate that buys our Bitcoin. We never sell either one of them. We
Mm.
borrow against the hybrid of the real estate and the Bitcoin. Okay. Like
So
if you look at
so
this image again, look at
yeah, yeah.
year three. I'm $180 million.
Hmm.
Okay. Use whatever number you want, dude.
So GC, day one when you just acquired this recently. So explain the capital stack when you acquired it. It was
72.
okay, cash, 72 cash.
Added 15 million of Bitcoin over a period of time. We're still adding to fill that total up.
Okay. And the seller took how much in proceeds? 72
70,
cash?
72 million. The seller
Okay.
has nothing to do with the
And
Bitcoin.
then the 15 million in Bitcoin, where did that was what? Who funded that?
It sits with a third party, a Mellon, a Fidelity, a large third party group where it sits in their vault, protecting the investors. We have complete transparency and access to it 24/7, 365.
Got it. Okay. So out of the
It's part of the
acquisition
fund, though. It's part of the fund now. This is a fund
is a new fund.
26.
It's a
It's a
new
new
fund.
fund, new investors. So let's say 88 guys put in $1 million each. We each own 1/88 of this fund.
Mm. Okay, that's unique, man.
Dude,
I got a fund right now and maybe this is something I'll do for a future fund. It's definitely unique.
You got to be under replacement cost, and you need a dollar cost average with your cash flow, because you want to be like at a 70-30. Like I've been figuring, I had 2 meetings with Mike Saylor. He's a genius
Mm-hmm.
in this whole space, not just Bitcoin and crypto, but also just in the space of how to put a business together.
Mm.
And I had 2 big meetings with him, bro. And this is the model we came up with to have this perfect 70-30 blend at 4 years, assuming no Bitcoin explosion.
Yeah.
Okay. So like, I mean, downward or upward.
When you say 70-30 blend, what do you mean?
70% real estate, 30% Bitcoin to be
Mm.
100%.
And that would basically hedge your risk. If Bitcoin crashed, you still be good.
No, if Bitcoin, what do you mean crashes to zero?
No, let's just say it has a crazy pullback. Like it has had a pullback in like,
Yeah.
over the
Let's
last
say
10
it
years.
pulls back to 30,000. I just get to buy more. Actually, my story gets better.
Because you
Like
get to buy more shares.
if I show you that picture again, right?
Mm-hmm.
The best, I mean, the thing I would hope for right now is in year one, Bitcoin will go down to 30,000, and I won't have 350 pieces in year 5. I'll have 500 pieces.
Yeah.
Dude, it's just a matter of when $1 million gets hit. It isn't an if. Bitcoin will be worth $1 million of Bitcoin. That being said, I don't suggest anybody goes out and buys Bitcoin.
So with the investors in this
Not
fund,
with your own money.
yeah. Well, let me ask you this, Grant. So with the investors in your fund, let's say you're in year 4, 5, 6, and you guys are able to 10x the growth of the Bitcoin. Is there an opportunity to where you'll liquidate the Bitcoin but then keep the real estate?
It's up to me. I get to do whatever I want to do. I'm in
Yeah.
charge. So I
Would
think
you
about
entertain that if you
it.
could 10x it in 5 years and then
Bro,
keep
if
the real estate?
Bitcoin went to 13 million tomorrow, okay, and our little fund went from 88 million to 800 million,
You would
I don't get my damn 20% until I sell.
yeah. So you would do it.
I'd be like, whoa, wait a minute. Let's say we're gonna make $1 billion today, and it was 30 days.
Yeah.
Something happened. I'm like, okay, I could make $200 million right now. Uh, everybody on my team is gonna be like, let's sell it and get our 200.
Mm.
That's what I would do. But better than that would be, I would go to the new administration that we have that I'm friendly with
Yeah.
and show them 10 or 12 or 15 or 20 of these. Say, hey guys, why don't we create a new mortgage product around this product?
Hey guys, if you're looking to get into real estate investing, but you're like, hey, I don't have the time, but you want to participate in the passive income, the tax benefits, and the wealth building, my company, Summers Capital, partners with limited partners, people like yourself, and we go out and buy boutique hotels. We have a fund where we currently own 5 hotels, and we currently have a wait list for investors to participate with us. If you want to learn more to see if this is a fit for you, you can go to summerscapital.com/invest to inquire and get on our wait list and be notified next time we have an opportunity. Again, summerscapital.com/invest. Now back to the show.
Yeah. I like that.
What do you mean? I mean, like, like a 15 or 20-year or 30-year mortgage. Or how about a corporate bond? How about I get the lowest cost 4% corporate bond against the real estate and the Bitcoin? I get a 30-year 4% loan.
Mm.
How much you want to borrow? Somebody's going to lend me that money.
Mm. That's true.
It won't be Fannie and Freddie because they can't even think with this. Fannie and Freddie can't even scratch their ass right now.
Yeah. Question for you. I'm curious how you structure your fund. We got a fund here with Summers Capital as my first fund. I'll never go back to the single asset syndication again. This is just much better return on everything that we're doing. One set of reporting, one set of distributions, one set of everything. It's a lot easier. How do you structure your fund right now? I know you got multiple, but just baseline minimum investment for retail investors. And are you taking family office money, institutional money, or is it just retail investors only?
I mean, we would take anybody and everybody as long as they're willing to be okay with our documentation.
Yeah.
So I have Fortune 100 company CEOs that invest with me. I have billionaires that invest with me. I have millionaires invest with me. I have non-accredited and accredited. Our current fund is open for accredited only, but if it was up to me, it would be open to everybody all the time,
Mhm.
anywhere. Like I like the little guy. I like the fighters,
Yeah.
the hustlers. That's who I am. That's where I came from. So we do a 1 and 20. We're the most transparent company, real estate investment company on planet Earth. There's nobody more transparent. We have 1 meeting, sometimes 2 meetings a month to talk about distributions and what's going on. Anybody that wants to see the back end of either our real estate or our Bitcoin. Boom, you got complete access 24/7, 365 to see everything and how it's working.
Yeah, I like that. And then do you guys do a preferred return? And what does the
No,
split typically look like? No pref?
we don't do a pref.
How come?
Because I think a pref is bad for the investor.
Mm, how so? Just because they get their money back, if like in a refi?
Oh no, my investor gets money back in a refi,
Mhm.
but I think the pref is oh, you mean you give the money back in a refi and get them out?
Well, so when you have a preferred return, typically
Yeah,
if there's a
you hit a putt
refi,
return
yeah,
and
there's a
they
refi event. It could be a return of capital or a return on capital. Most of the time, most operators, it's a return of capital, and then the money left in the deal where they still continue to accrue a pref gets reduced by whatever money you return them at the refi event. So for investors that want to keep their return going and compounding, it makes sense for them not to want to have their money returned to them because then now they have to go put it back to work.
yeah. So we don't do a pref, and the reason why is I don't think it's good for the investor because I don't think it's good for the investment arm, right? Let's say you offer 8% pref and your property's only doing 5,
Mhm.
and it's costing you 3 points a year, and 5 years from now it's 15%. You're negative 15. You're starting to lose enthusiasm. How are you going to make money? Oh, the only
Mhm.
way to make money is go do another deal and another deal and another deal. And so as you do more deals, you lose attention for the ones that you can't get paid on.
Mhm.
And that's why you're seeing a lot of deals go back. This is why Fannie and Freddie are screwed up right now because they let a bunch of these syndicators
Yeah.
offer prefs, 8, 10, 12% prefs. Okay, imagine the deals, you got a 10% pref. That's your first hurdle. And the deal's only doing 4%. So you owe 6 times 5, you're 30% down. Let's say the deal's 80 million, you're $20 million negative. You're never getting out.
Mhm.
You're
Yeah, you
like,
got to catch up.
I got to sell for 100 to get back to even.
Yeah. So if you guys don't do a pref, you just do a straight split on cash flow distributions.
Yeah, we do a 1 in 20,
What do you mean when you say 1 in 20?
a 1% on the asset a year annually, and then 20% on the upside. So
Got it.
until they get their
That's
money back, I don't get the 20.
got it. So that's all. That's the only fees you guys take.
Now, yeah, exactly.
What about acquisition
By the
fee?
way, this is for all the clickbaiters out there that say Grant Cardone. Listen to what Rich just said. That's all you take. This is for
Yeah.
all the clickbaiters that say Grant Cardone has killed people. I'm half of Blackstone.
Mm.
I'm direct, no brokers, no fees, 100%. A guy writes me a check for 15 million. Another guy writes me a check for 10, $25 million hits the pot and is invested in that deal.
Mm.
Okay. I don't take any of that money. And they come in at my cost. Now, the Bitcoin piece, if I'm not distributing cash flow and we're buying Bitcoin, I don't get 20% of the cash flow either
Yeah.
because there was no transfer. We went and bought another currency, basically. We traded fiat for Bitcoin.
Mm.
And so our first real estate Bitcoin fund, we kept it just for accredited investors because we only want this to go to people that don't need the cash flow.
Yeah, that makes sense. And so no acquisition fee, only a 1% asset
There's an
management
acquisition
fee.
fee. It's an
There is.
acquisition fee. Yeah,
What
there's
do
a
you guys do? What
1%.
do you guys typically take there?
One.
One. Yeah. See, so
1% acquisition, 1% exit, and 1% management fee.
that is more lean than 99% of all syndicators, operators, sponsors out there. So for anyone listening to this, that is a very, very lean operation there. And I like that you guys have the ability to go fund your own deals on the front end if you need to.
Yeah. Now, you know, that 600 million I bought last year,
Yeah.
Trump came out yesterday and said, I demand
Mm.
that the Fed reduce interest rates. I mean, like, this is freaking awesome. I demand, okay, when interest rates
Yeah.
go to 4%, I'm going to be able to go get what's 70% of $420 million worth of debt on those deals
Mm.
at 4%. I'm going to send $420 million back to our investors. You think they're going to be happy?
Really stoked.
Yeah.
So that leads me to the next thing, man. So they were already calling this the greatest transfer of wealth in American history. 40 million baby boomers retiring in this next 6 years. And then you throw in the political changes that we got going on. We got a real estate investor that just took over office. We got the Republicans taking over the House. We got the Republicans taking over the Senate. There's no doubt in my mind there's going to be a lot of policies that are pushed through that are going to benefit real estate investors, entrepreneurs. For one, I believe 100% bonus depreciation is coming back this year, retroactive. Ink that in. But I think there's going to be a lot of changes. I'm excited about the landscape. And let's not forget, Grant, the government, the Federal Reserve has printed 80% of the money supply in the last 5 years. A lot of that money has been on the sidelines with this high rate environment, long-term government bonds. Shit, you can get 4.5% risk-free in a CD these days. But I think as the rate environment continues to come down over the next 18 months, we're going to see some of that money trickle down in the playing field. I think those who bought good assets in great locations are going to continue to see long-term appreciation and build long-term wealth. So what are your predictions in the real estate market over these next 3 to 4 years?
Yeah, I like what you're saying, dude. You got your finger on the pulse. We got a guy that loves real estate. By the way, the family loves crypto.
Yeah.
Maybe think with that. He's talked about putting it on the Federal Reserve
Mm-hmm.
as an asset class. We have $700 billion of gold. I mean, if he just replaced a third of it with Bitcoin, he hates taxes, so he's going to hammer the tax man. He's going to hammer the Fed for lower interest rates. He's going to do accelerated appreciation. He loves it. What else can the guy do? He's going to remove the regulations that keep people from doing business. And it could actually soften rentals because you need supply, bro. Like you have to
Yeah.
have supply to bring housing prices down, and you have to have low interest rates to bring housing down.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some people don't believe that. They're like, no, if the interest rates go down, it's going to cause inflation. No, it's not. Okay. Low interest rates just allows things to happen. It doesn't mean prices go up. It actually means things move.
Yeah, there will be
And
more
now
supply that hits the market. That's for sure. I
you
mean,
can't sell a house right now. The
no.
only way to sell a house right now is creative financing.
Mm.
You either got to, like, I'm selling a condo that I have, and I told the guy, I said, look, I want 12 million for it, 2 million down. You owe me 10 million. I'll do 0% interest on the 10 million.
Mm.
That way I get my price.
Yeah.
He can't find that deal anywhere else in Miami. Nobody's going to do that. And so basically I'm just getting my premium on the property rather than an interest rate that I pay earned income on. So, yeah, I think Trump's going to be great, bro, if he can stay alive long enough.
Yeah. What do you mean stay alive long enough? Oh, because they're trying to get him, is what you're saying. I mean,
Well,
shoot.
they're gonna
They
try to get him, bro.
they tried to shoot him 6 months ago.
Well, yeah, you don't think they still want to shoot him?
No, I agree. So 4 years is going to be tough. Are you guys going to be buying self-storage as well? Or
I would if I could buy enough. I was at a
you want to
meeting
buy more?
I was down at a meeting in Laguna 2 days ago, and I'm trying to get 1,000 units. If I could assemble
Laguna Beach?
for a
Would
conference. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. I like it. Okay.
Not storage in Laguna, but anything
Are-
we can buy and scale, bro. I mean, my biggest play this next 12 months is going to be taking this Bitcoin real estate hybrid fund and doing a dozen of them and then upread it. So we hope to be either private REIT or a public REIT by the end of the year.
I like that, man. I might have to test that out with one of my future funds. Last question for you before we let you go, man. So Ryan Seiko, he works with you, Cardone Capital, but he was a pilot before. Was he your pilot on the G550 back in the day, or how did you
Yeah.
guys make that connection? He was.
He was the pilot on the G200. We sold that 200. Then he was a pilot on the 550, and then by that time he had proved himself not just as a pilot, but as somebody I could depend on, somebody that listened and duplicated, that could be a great team member and a partner. And now he's helped me build. I trust Ryan with everything that goes on behind the scenes. He knows about it, And he's on this mission, this California Save California mission, 10xcalifornia.com. And while we're here, we're obviously doing some real estate exploration to see if there's any opportunities where we could both solve a problem and maybe create an opportunity to solve a problem, if you will. And so now he's no longer the pilot of any plane. I'm sure
Mm.
he could. I'm sure he still knows where autopilot is. But he told me the other day, he's like, I like sitting in the back of the 650 better than in the pilot seat.
Yeah, the 650 ER, man.
Yeah.
Will you get the new Gulfstream that just came out? I think it's like the 7 or 8.
I mean, I don't need more plane, bro.
You're good for a little bit.
I don't need more plane. What I really need right now in California is a helicopter to move from city to city. So I might bring my helicopter out here because I'm gonna spend the next 60 days and do what I can to save this state from its insanity.
Yeah. So
And what I'm trying to do, Rich, is I'm trying to set the bar for what leadership in this state needs to look like. So whoever's going to come in as governor, bro, you need to be bold. You need to be audacious. You need to apologize for nothing. You need to run on your track record, have your priorities together. Don't let anybody back you down because you don't have anything in the closet that you're going to be compromised by. You can't be a little bitch. Run as who you are, okay, and put family values back in place. Okay, run on a budget. If you can't run on a budget, you're a punk. And come in here and fix this state, dude, and become a legend. Like whoever fixes this state becomes legendary.
I agree. Will you run for governor?
Right now, bro, all I'm trying to do right now is set the bar and run around this state, seeing if the people can even be activated. I don't know. You guys are sleepers here, bro. Like this is the one. No offense to California, but you guys, the weather is so good here, bro. That
So good.
sometimes
The best beaches in the country.
sometimes the people here just like surfs up, bro.
Yeah.
And you don't hustle anymore. And no offense, but the California people have been complicit in higher taxes, higher crime, more homeless, worse education, stupid agendas. Some people still wearing a mask around here, bro. So if you guys are
that's a true statement. That's a
you
true
still-
statement. I still saw people wearing masks talking about the vaccine. I'm like, yo, that was like 4.5, 5 years ago. What is going on?
Bro. Man, I was single in San Diego. I wasn't even wearing, I mean, I can't even say but my point is like if the people don't want change, okay, there's an old saying, hey, when the student is ready, the teacher will show up. The voters got to be ready for some bodacious dude to walk in and say, okay, hey, bro, I'll run it by the budget. I've started, I don't know, 9 or 10 companies now with zero money, no money. You don't need money, man, to fix changes.
No.
You need priorities. I mean, the money's going to have to get involved at some point. But there's plenty of money here, bro.
Yeah. No, there is. And it's going to continue to go up, especially the real estate here. So is there a chance that you will run for governor, though?
No, I have no intention on running for governor
You would run all these other candidates over.
Well, I just tell you, dude, like politicians, I was doing a what was it? Some debate in New York with Bill de Blasio.
Okay.
And I didn't know he was going to be on. It was on Cuomo's show, Chris Cuomo. He's like, Grant, I'm going to have Bill on the show. I'm like, okay. He's like, y'all going to have a debate. I'm like, okay. I was a little intimidated because this is a career politician, right?
Yeah.
My wife, I got done with the interview. My wife says, well, how'd that go? I said, bro, that was the easiest thing I've ever done in my life. I mean, if that's what politicians are, I mean,
yeah,
it was like there was nobody even there.
You're primed for this, man. You're a good talker. You got
Yeah,
the
well, that's not the goal. It's not the intention.
No, I get it.
But
is there a chance you'll run?
I'm not a good talker. I'm not a good talker, bro.
Is there a chance you'll run, though?
I just tell the truth, bro. That's all I do.
Yeah.
If you've seen any of my stuff or read any of my books, my whole career is based on one thing. I just tell people the truth.
Mm.
I curse sometimes. I destroy vocabulary. I don't even speak correctly. I say dumb shit sometimes. I like to have fun. I like to get things done. I love to work. I love to hit targets. I like change. I love to change shit. I like big giant obstacles, okay, because it's good. And I don't mind a good fight.
Yeah.
So I just had a fight with my buddy John Leisure. Me and John were great friends for a long time. We just had a fight and settled the whole fight out in public, and that got
In
handled.
public. Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw your Instagram post when he wrote you that letter.
yeah. So that was cool, and you know, I like winning, dude.
Yeah. So what's the one thing that you're going to be doing this year if you have one rock personally in terms of winning growth? I know you're always chasing something. What is that one rock that you're chasing this year on a
Right now,
personal
right?
standpoint?
If I could get a million signatures, a
Mm,
million Democrats to register as Republican, we don't even have to recall Newsom. He'll tap out.
mm. Is that the goal with this rally that you're doing?
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
There's
Okay.
other people. There's other
So,
people recalling Newsom and recalling Bass. I'll help with that as well. But the number one goal is to get millions of Democrats to say, I don't care about Democrat anymore, bro. I'll register as a Republican. By the way, if you're a Democrat and you're listening to this right now or independent, just register as a Republican. It doesn't even matter that you're not.
mm,
Okay. I'm not a Republican. I register as a Republican because I didn't want to register as an idiot. Okay.
yeah.
And I don't mean that Democrats are idiots. I mean, most Democrats for the last 20 years have gone for idiotic agendas. Let's keep it real. The Democratic Party, so many people say this. I didn't leave the Democratic Party. It left me. It left me for weird agendas, man. I mean,
Weird things.
weird stuff.
Yeah.
Weird stuff that if you didn't even bring it up, I wouldn't even know it existed. And I don't want them to stop it. Do whatever you want, but it's weird.
Give me an example. What's the weirdest thing you've seen?
The whole trans thing, bro. The trans surgeries,
Yeah.
funding the removal of a penis is weird.
Mm,
And expecting me to ensure that is weird. Trans in the military, it's weird, man. Okay. The DEI, okay. The diversity, bro, it's weird, bro. Let the most capable person do the job. Okay. You got firemen, you got fire. Well, we don't have pronouns anymore. So a firewoman running the LA Fire Department, three of
mm,
them, okay, proclaim lesbians, whatever, that's fine. But I don't know that you'd have got the job if it wasn't for you being a lesbian. Because how you gonna move a 250-pound man? How you gonna do that? You do not have the physical structure to move 300 pounds. Nor do I, by the way. Okay, I don't have it. So don't give me that job. There's no reason to give me that job any more than I can be a basketball player. See, these are
mm.
weird. They're weird, bro. Okay. Protecting rodents
And
or
fish.
huh?
And fish.
Bro, it's weird. Okay. We saw a coyote today. Okay. Maybe they need to be protected. Maybe not. I don't know. I know the people aren't protected right now. Okay. And right now, humans are supposed to be in control of California, not the coyotes.
Yeah.
So they'll figure it out, bro. If coyotes have been around hundreds of years, they'll just go to another place. And look, I love animals like everybody else, but you have to put the priorities first.
Yeah.
And when you're building, here's another weird one.
Let's hear it.
Why are you going to spend $18 billion, okay, on a speed rail that goes nowhere? Okay, how about 20 billion on homeless only to end up with more homeless? It's weird.
Mm.
There's no accountability, there's no budget, the surplus is getting wiped out. It's insanity, bro.
How do you,
By the way, all these people have one thing in common, Rich.
what's that?
Never done anything, bro, except work in the government.
Yeah. I agree, man. How do you fix the homeless issue? Because I agree with you. It's a real thing. It's gotten worse. How do you fix the homeless issue in California? It's obviously we have the best climate in the country. So all the homeless love to be homeless here, but there's encampments everywhere. Downtown, San Fran, Los Angeles. I mean, it's worse than Medellin, Colombia. That's a stat. Medellin was the murder capital of the entire world 30 years ago with Pablo Escobar. Medellin, Colombia is now safer than a lot of cities in the US, such as Baltimore,
100%.
Chicago, San Francisco, LA, and it's all because of the politics. So how do we fix this issue with the homeless?
You make it a priority. You make it a priority. Say, hey, this is over. How do you fix graffiti? You make it a priority. Hey, it's not allowed anymore. How do you
Mhm.
fix crime? You penalize people. You make the penalty so stiff, bro, they quit doing it. Okay.
Yeah.
How do you fix anything? You make it a priority to fix it. And we find a solution. But until the people are like, stop it. Downtown San Diego, you guys put up with a bunch of bullshit for the last 7 years that ruined downtown San Diego.
It's bad in East Village, man.
Bro,
It's
the
bad.
homeless got to
You've seen
bump
it.
up. The homeless got to bump up and the property owners got penalized. It's backwards. It's weird.
Yeah.
LA, same thing. San Francisco. Okay. I mean, it's easier to be a drug addict today than it's ever been in the history of California. Why? Because they actually reward drug addiction. They give you needles and drugs. It's insane, bro.
By the way, man, I gotta say that the teeth are looking blinging. You get some new set of teeth, GC?
I look
Looking good,
good, don't
man.
I?
It looks good.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
got new jobs. I got a new job, new challenges.
Yeah. It looks fresh, and I don't see any movement in the forehead, man. You're looking like 45 years young, my man.
Well, thank you, man.
Yeah. But now on that note, what's your thoughts on
I
this?
never, I don't look at myself the
You
way
look
you.
good, dude. You look good, man. You look fresh.
See, that's even a little weird. That's a little weird that you're admiring me that hard on my physical because I don't really pay attention to that much. I pay attention to more what did I get done today?
Mm,
What's my family think of me? What do my employees think of me? And are we winning as a family? Is the team
yeah.
winning?
Yeah.
So
I know
that's why,
one.
bro, that's why this California thing I'm doing, 10xcalifornia.com is so bizarre because I don't even know how to win at this game.
Yeah.
I
No,
don't
I
even know
feel.
what the rules are.
Yeah, I feel you. And I know when you were in here last, man, you had Sabrina down here. She's a hell of a kid, man, doing big things. It's funny because the girls in the office when you were coming in, this is May of 23. They're like, "Oh, we'll get Sabrina some video games so you can play." I'm like, "No, this girl doesn't do video games. She's already speaking on stage a couple years ago." So they were impressed. I was impressed with her too, man.
Yeah. Well, she's got a good father.
She does. She does. Grant, I appreciate you coming on, man. This is going to air right away. We're going to push it out immediately. Tell me about the tour. Where can the folks find you? I'm going to try to come by tomorrow. Where are you going to be tomorrow?
Tomorrow I'm going to be in Carlsbad.
Okay.
Um, but you should come up there, bro. I know it's a little
Yeah.
bit of a
No,
hike
I'll
for
come
you.
up. I'll come
And
up.
then once we do one up there, you see what I'm doing, then we do one down in San Diego.
Do you guys have a venue lined up for San Diego?
No,
What do you need? Can I help you? I got
I
all the
need I
connections
need a
down here.
location and I need somebody to rally San Diego.
Okay.
You
We
you
can
got you got to push it out on your socials.
I can
No one person can do this by themselves.
What kind of venue do you need? I got all the
I,
contacts
I
down
don't
here.
care what it is, bro. It could be a filling station, it could be a car dealership, it could be your place.
Do you want a
It's-
private mansion?
what does it matter what it is?
Well, I got my boy's 12,000 square foot mansion that we could host it at in Carlsbad. Now, where are you guys doing in the Carlsbad?
I'm doing it at I don't have the address, but it's at 10xcalifornia.com/. San Diego.
A public address?
Yeah, there'll be a public address, of
Got
course.
it, got it. Okay,
Okay.
okay.
And then
Um,
and then we're in Irvine tomorrow at 2 o'clock. I get done with Irvine. These guys at Carlsbad said, "Can you come down?" I said, "Sure, bro." We don't even know who's going to show up, bro. So I'm
mm,
going to leave. Imagine this. It's tomorrow's Saturday. Okay. I got
yeah,
other things I could be doing with my Saturday. I'm going to go to Irvine at 2 o'clock. I'm shooting a webinar tomorrow morning live till
yeah,
noon. Then
I
I
am
go to
too.
Irvine at 2, get done there. Who knows how long that is. And then I go to Carlsbad. I'm going to try to set up in the future where I'm doing 3, 4, or 5 of these a day. LA's big, man.
Yeah.
I could do 5 a day in LA and not get to the whole thing. I'm going to do basically what Elon did in Pennsylvania here in California.
Okay. How many people do you need down here in San Diego tomorrow for you to say it's worth it? I'll come down and do it. How many
Like,
people do you want
like at
in
8 o'clock
person?
at night.
Yeah, 8 o'clock. I can set up the perfect venue. I can bring a crowd.
I don't know,
How many
get
people are you?
100,
How many?
100.
100? That's it?
That's it. I
Oh,
mean,
dude,
we got to start somewhere, bro.
we can get 1,000. Would you prefer nicer venue, less people, or like more people and where?
More people. This is not about nice.
Okay.
This is about quantities of people that want to get rallied up.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
let's get back to being the pioneers that made this state.
Okay.
These were some nasty people, bro. They slept in tents if they even had a tent. They slept on the ground. Remember back in those days, bro? This was salt of the earth people. And
Tell Jared I say what's up. Is that Jared right there?
what's
Tell
up,
him I say
Jared?
what's up.
You know what happened, bro? We let this go to a bunch of liberal
Jared, what's up,
socialist.
baby?
What's up, bro?
How we feeling, bro?
Good, man.
Good. Hey, Sabrina, what's up?
See, everybody
Doing
gets
good.
distracted. Somebody walks in the room, everybody gets
Yeah.
distracted. Bro, the thing, and this is what's wrong with California. You guys got some issues. Y'all get distracted easily. Surf's up, let's go. The weather's beautiful, let's go. Let's go play some golf. Oh my God. And what happened was these liberals in Sacramento stole your state, Rich,
No, I feel you, man.
because you're so comfortable. You got your
Hey,
got your
I'm
little.
over here grinding, man. I'm up every
Let me see
fucking
your
morning.
let me see your hands. Let me see you got manicures? You got a manicure?
No, I don't do the manicure stuff, man. My girlfriend's trying to get me to go in there and do the feet and all that. I don't do that. I do a little Botox though. I will say that. You look pretty frozen, GC. I gotta say, man. I don't see any movement in that forehead, my man.
Dude,
That
what
looks
are you talking
pretty.
about?
That looks
I got
pretty
such
good.
deep wrinkles, bro. Like this 66 years of freaking worry.
I'm frozen.
Yeah,
I think you're saying that because I got good light in front of me.
it looks good though. All right, so check it out. I'm gonna put something together, and why don't you come down after Carlsbad tomorrow? Let's do something cool tomorrow night. We'll bring a
Where do you
crowd
want
up.
to do that? Where do you want to do that?
Downtown San Diego, Little Italy rooftop. I got the venue for you. I'll
How many
bring a
people do you
crowd.
think you can get there?
I think that I can do 500 to maybe 1,000.
So he thinks he can get 500 people tomorrow in Little Italy after Carlsbad. How long does it take me to get from Carlsbad down to there?
35 minutes. 40
Yeah,
minutes.
and if you want, we could do smaller group on my buddy's yacht.
No, we want to do bigger. We need more people, bro.
More people.
We need to
Okay.
register. We need to get people activated.
Okay.
This
Okay. Let's
property gonna be hard enough. Do
let's
I
do
want
it.
to do your buddy's yacht? Do I want to do your buddy's yacht at some point? Sure, that'd be cool and everything. But right now, let's save California. You
Okay.
talking about Botox and white teeth, and I'm trying to save the state from imploding on itself. And you're out getting another tat today.
Hey, I'm with you, man. I'm trying to save the state too. Okay, so I'll tell you what. Little Italy in the piazza. I think we can bring 1,000, maybe more tomorrow night. Come down. It's a 25-minute drive from Carlsbad. I'll set it up. I'll shoot you a text, and let's get this thing together. I'll start pushing out some content.
I'm gonna put it on 10xamerica.com right now.
Okay.
That we're gonna be in Sandit Dog,
Little Italy,
Little Italy, at 8 o'clock.
8 p.m.
And the agenda there is to talk about how to save our great state.
Okay,
Grant
perfect.
Cardone will be there with his daughter Sabrina. And if you got
Hey, what
any
about me, bro?
councilmen,
I
Jerry
got
Glant,
some pull. I'm from San Diego.
Jerry Glant's going to be there. And
Hey,
then
Grant, say it again. I'm going to put it on my Instagram story. Where are we going to be tomorrow?
we're going to be in San Diego tomorrow night, Little Italy. You got the location, Rich.
Yo.
I want you to show up to save California from this crazy, screwed up, insane priorities this state has.
8 o'clock tomorrow night, Saturday night, Little Italy. Show up. GC's coming down. What else?
Pictures, photos, autographs, whatever you guys want to do. I just want to get the state, I want to get the San Diego excited before they ruin your city anymore, folks. I used to live there. This is the most beautiful city in the country, and they're turning it into shit. And if you're not pissed off now, wait till the fire comes to your freaking town, because they'll burn your city down to the ground too.
Any last words for Governor Newsom?
Well, he's got, you know what, 2 years left to ruin the place. He already got his bag. He's worth $25 million, probably 50 million. He's never made more than $179,000 or something. Can't even do the math, dude. The guy that had been, he'd had to been in office for like 400 years or something. Him, Pelosi, Schiff, they all robbed this state blind. And before them, the robber barons were doing it before them. You guys got to knock this off, man. Jerry
time to
Jerry
wake up.
Brown started this shit. Before him, it was who was before Jerry Brown?
Arnold,
No, before Arnold though.
Gray Davis.
Gray Davis. Okay, these guys have been robbing this great state of the greatest resources. It's the greatest state in America and probably the greatest region on planet Earth.
Yep, it is. All right, tomorrow night, there it is, 8 p.m. Little Italy. I'm gonna start pushing this out. He's Grant Cardone. I'm Rich Summers. Listeners, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.